I'm Janet Butler. I am the CEO and president at Community Systems Inc. I'm reaching out to just say goodbye to March, to do a little update, and just keep people communicating and informed. We know that in our world of helping people with disabilities, we're reliant on state funds, we're reliant on Medicaid funds, and lots of other things like that. And it's really important that we all understand what some of the changes are that are going on in our world right now and what we need to do to make sure we're helping community systems help people we support to find happiness going forward into the future. So I just have a couple of things on a list. This is going to be rather brief, but let's go from here. First of all, thank you to everybody who contributed during our annual campaign that just happened. We got great response. We're really excited. As most of you know, fundraising is pretty new to us. So when we have positive successes, we're really excited. Connecticut has a Give Local coming up. So watch your email, watch the newsletter, etc., and see where that is. As March is leaving, I think we're all ready to get some sunshine and good weather coming in with April. So we're really hoping that April is our time to really build the energy back up and look at how things are going. So far, I think that community systems has dealt with pretty much the same thing most households are dealing with when it comes to the changing climate in politics, economically, etc. Fortunately, we have been lucky that we haven't seen, knock on wood, anything touching our funding sources right now. What we are seeing is a real caution over what is next fiscal year's outlook going to be. What we don't anticipate seeing rate increases next year. We anticipate seeing the states being very cautious in what they're going to do. In Medicaid, and especially with the Medicaid waiver, what happens is for every person that we support, half of their money comes from the federal government. So when you see the things in the paper about the cuts to Medicaid, the cuts to different health and human service funding sources, we need to be really, really concerned. We need to stay on top of it. We need to pay attention to it and just stay informed. One of the best things that we can do is when there's a call for action, act. So that means each of you getting on the list for your local ARCs, getting on the list for ANCOR, ancor.org. These are the people who lead the initiatives that say something's going before the House right now, something's out there in the Senate that we need to get a lot of input to say this isn't a good thing for the people that we support. So when you see that, and we'll try to send that out as well, it's really important that when they say, write to your senator here, make sure you call, etc., that you do that, because that is what gets that message across. In community systems, we support about 600 people. We employ about 1,200 people. If every one of those 1,800 people influences three other people or has three people who contact a senator or speak out when there's a concern, that's over 5,000 emails that could go in. 5,000 emails have an impact on opinions in elected officials. So we need to stay alert for that. We need to stay on top of that. That really is our biggest action. If you have connections, if you have, or you just want to reach out to anyone in your world that that is on the Senate, is in the House, federally, statewide, get your opinion out there. Let them know how crucial the services we provide are, and let them know that touching that, when each state that we work in has had years and years at different times where the funding doesn't keep up with cost of living. Right now, our biggest battle is keeping up with cost of living. As each of the concerns come in that we're looking at, gas prices bouncing around, food prices went up 30% 2 years ago. They haven't come back down. Electricity prices in many locations just doubled this winter, 1 month to the other. It's not coming back down. But we don't get extra money to cover that. That's where we get paralyzed. That's where we struggle. Health insurance. Health insurance is a massive industry. And in health insurance across the 4 states, we tend to have close to a $700,000 a year increase in our health insurance. That's coming with no new money. So we have to be creative. We have to fundraise. We have to cut corners. We have to do whatever we can to help keep moving forward and staying positive and being able to create and develop and deliver the great services that we do. So, right now, we have nothing on the agenda that says there are cuts coming to us directly. We have input saying be very, very cautious. Costs are going to go up. Rates that we get paid for services are not going to go up. Rents are going to go up. Everything we purchase is going to go up. When you look at a handicap accessible vehicle, went from costing $59,000 in 2019 to $84,000 now, and it's about to be faced with potentially a 25% increase. Those are costs that seriously impact us. So stay with us, stay alert, know that we're planning, we're watching this, we're trying really hard to stay ahead of it. And we're going to hope that spring brings energy, spring brings a lot of positive movement, and that we can continue to help people find happiness in their lives, in their homes, meeting great people out in their community. I wish you a great start. This is no April Fool's, but have a wonderful rest of this week.